Hi there, my name's Falcos and welcome to the Applegate project. Let me just give you a little bit of a history behind the map. Applegate is a map created by Opterex, or however you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's quite a hard name for me to pronounce. And Surreal 76, or E76 as he's known on the Bits forums. Optimex created the terrain for Applegate and E76 created the objects. If you're this whole point of this video and this post that this video is linked to is to promote the map. Now there's a lot of communities out there that have this map and have source code to it, and in order to give credit to the original creators, this is the reason I'm creating this post and this project. I'd like people to help out and try and improve the map as best as they can. Unfortunately, E76 is no longer able to work on the map and has handed me the source code and the rights to distribute it to people who I see fit, and that's the Armour community. There's a number of communities out there that now actually have this map and are working on it, and in order to avoid them all claiming copyright for it and demanding that they are the original owners, I thought I'd just put this video and post out there stating who the original owners are. Optimex is the original owner for the satellite and ground textures and the original map design. E76 is the owner of the objects pack that made the city, the objects and all the stuff that goes on top of it. They're the original two that you need to credit if you want to use this map. So I'm going to take a little walk around the map and show you some of its features. Now we start here at the gate, at Applegate's main sign, and on the right hand side as you come in there is a small suburban area which is partly finished. The buildings are down but the interiors are missing. So speed things up a little bit. As you can see, the windows inside and stuff is all missing, and some of them you can't go up or enter. Some of them look really nice from the outside, but as soon as you look through the window you can see they're missing the interiors. And then some are actually finished, so you can look through the windows and open the doors and go through. You'll see that they're actually almost finished, apart from little textures that need to be done and animations on doors. The garage area and stuff is actually finished. That's pretty much the same for most of the area parts basically. The garages that come with them are pretty spacious and can house cars basically. So that's the suburban area, which is kind of nearly done. Oh, just blew my car up. So let's get to the copyright of this map. Well, luckily for you, the creators have actually already put in a nice block that basically shows the copyright license and their names. So if you are planning to use this, please leave this in to credit them. Opterex and Eel76. Certain buildings are still needing to be fixed. The library for one, as you can run through them. The plaza is another one which has some interesting features. The interior needs to be finished. But it does home a fantastic underground car parking. The map also has working traffic light scripts. And some shops that are already placed down. It also has a working elevator and apartments, which still need to be tweaked, as you can see from the interior design. As you can see, the map is quite a large city. Well, the city is quite large. The map itself is actually even larger than the city. But the satellite textures in Arma 3 are a little bit dodgy. This map was originally created for Arma 2, and if you plan to use it in Arma 2, I'm sure it will work perfectly fine for you. But should you want to use it in the latest Arma 3, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to the roads and to the satellite textures. But if you zoom in, you can see that there's you can see all the objects of where everything is, the towns and roads and stuff. It's only if you zoom right out that you actually notice any issues. But I'm sure you'll be able to fix that yourself. Okay, so let's get down. The map is also home to a 4-lane motorway, highway. So as you can see, certain buildings are missing certain textures and areas and stuff, and the lighting effects on Arma. This is on Arma 3. Again, this map is originally created for Arma 2 for a community called Arma 2 Life, which have now shut down and ceased to exist. The buildings like the bank need to become done. But what you'll also find in the objects pack is a junk press. Now in Arma 3 this is quite a dangerous thing because cars explode and give a really big blast radius off. In Arma 2 it works perfectly fine, which is what it's intended for. Ideally I would like to see this map be created for Arma 3. But I leave it up to you as to what you wish to use it for. The junk press is completely animated. And as you can see, the explosion is quite big, as well as the armor free fire. In Arma 2 you do not have this problem. And the junk press finishes its animation with a lovely block. Right. As you can see, the junk press has now finished its job, and you're left with a lovely model. Now in Arma 3 the physics engine is a little bit weird. You can actually walk through the object sometimes or whatnot, or if you have a car you can actually push this off. So this needs to be reworked. Overhead highway. Small homes and shops. The gas stations haven't been finished yet, but they need to be like given interiors and action points. Other than this, the map is pretty much just a small few tweaks away and can be fixed and worked on. So that's the Applegate city for you there, basically. That's the main city. One of the other features is this 2-lane highway that pretty much runs right the way through the whole of the map, basically. There's lots of different interesting places on the map. There's a big bridge, and there is a dam complex in the top right hand corner. This is the dual lane motorway that pretty much runs right the way through Applegate. You can see it runs right the way up. And then to the other little town that you can see here, which is still little placeholders and stuff. You've got another bank area, some shops, another elevator building. As you're flying high, the ground textures, again like the satellite textures, need to be redone. As you get close to things, they sort of just pop in. There's another airfield here, and then up here there's a dam, like with some water that's supposed to be there. In the Arm 3 version you can't see it, in the Arm 2 version you can. And the dam has like action points, which can be accessed, so you can actually flood this small area. If you look at E76's videos, he shows you the dam overflowing and going into like the main town. So this is the Applegate map. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There's lots to check out on this map. It's a very interesting map, and I look forward to seeing your versions of the map. There you go, if I go underwater now. The water's not showing up again. I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe we need to wait for visitor 4 to come out before we can fix all the issues, or what. Or maybe someone who takes this will be able to make it your own and change the entire map, maybe get rid of the city. But there's the floodgates, they lower, and then the sea level, the sea basically runs out and floods the whole map basically. So just to give you a scale of how big Applegate is, let me just zoom out a sec. This is in the top left hand corner of the map. So we're in the top left hand corner. The Applegate city's over there. There is a little fortress up there. There's a TV station over there. I say a TV station, it's more like one of those little towers, radio towers that you see at Green Mountain, and a gas station that's facing the wrong way and not placed properly yet. It depends on what you want to use this map for. Again, I want to use this as a milsim server type of thing. There is supposed to be a max security prison. I think that is what this is supposed to be. He hasn't quite finished this off. It's supposed to be a fort of some sort, either a military fort, Fort Fox. Again, this map is based on a real world location and I know nothing of it, but it would be nice to see if someone could finish the project and make E76's dream a reality. If you want access to the source file, feel free to PM myself and I will send you links. I'll post the links in the original post, and hopefully it'll either be on Armaholic or BIS, depending on their stance on it. I have full permission from the original authors to distribute the source code to people who wish to work on this project and make a better version or improve on it. So thanks for watching.